Mike, right?
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I know it's been a long day, so I'll try to make my presentation interesting, so keep you awake. 各位嘉宾，下午好。我看来好像是大部分的嘉宾都会讲英语，所以我的演讲会是用英文。所以如果你要想听中文的话，我也请你戴上耳机，可以听这个中文哈。Earlier today, you have heard from several distinguished speakers about why food safety is the foundation of brand, and what the industry and government are doing to raise the bar, ensuring improving the food safety. So now it's my pleasure to have the opportunity to talk to you about packaging and why packaging matters in ensuring safety and quality and protecting your brand. Now think about a moment when you went grocery shopping a long time ago. It used to be fun and worry-free, at least to me. And the things you worry about, maybe you forgot something on your shopping list. Time has changed. Now the modernization in China has brought with it the growing pains such as pollutions, smogs you face every day, and the increased risk of food contamination. And the recurring food scares in recent years has really wilted the consumer confidence. So now if you think about your shopping experience today, now this mother doesn't just pick up a product from the shelf, put it in a cart, and continue down the aisle. Instead, she will check the expiration date, read the labels, check the package, and she will ask several important questions. Is the product safe? Is it still a good quality? Can I trust this brand? So where did she get those answers? Well, right at her hand, the packaging. Well, in this new era of food safety, packaging matters. It matters to you, and it matters to your consumers. And packaging's it play a very important, even more important role in ensuring the product safety and quality, and to really to help you build your brand as a safety brand. And it's really packaging's primary job to protect and preserve the product quality and ensure that consistent quality every day. And it's even more important for packaging to provide that very first impression of your brand. That impression is really influence your consumers' shopping behaviors, and also it really have a big impact on the consumer's product satisfaction. So why do I know about this? Well, I've been working on for a global packaging leader for over 24 years. At Midwest-Vaco, MWV, packaging is what we do, and we help brand owner take shape. So MWV is a $5.4 billion company, mostly focusing on packaging, particularly on food and beverage packaging. So we market our product across the globe in over 100 nations. 30% of revenue come from emerging markets like China. And we employ 15,000 people over 30 countries. And we have been on Dow Jones Sustainability World Index since 2004. And that's a record for just a precious few company who really cares about sustainability. And our innovation has been recognized by over 4,000 patents around the world. So when it comes to innovation, we partner with some of the best-known brands in the world, and we work with them together for innovation. I can only list a few here, but we do partner with many food and beverage brands around the world. And we have a long record of sustainable and safe packaging product That's supported by teams of professionals, our in-house testing capability, and our strong commitment for safety and sustainability, as well as the product stewardship. So when it comes to packaging innovation, we use a unique approach. We call it insight to in-market. And this integrated approach starts with the deep understanding of the market and consumer insight. And then we apply that insight to the branding strategy during the brand engagement step. And then we engage our internal packaging design and innovation team and really leverage our expertise in packaging material, converting, which is a lot of times printing and converting, and also automation machineries. So we are integrated solution suppliers. So the whole objective of this approach is to help our customer to get their product to the market faster than your competition. Now, I know you as a brand owners, many of you know your customers and your consumer preference when it comes to your food and beverage product. What taste, what color, what texture, and so on. So at MWV, what we are focusing on is really what packaging can do to impact on consumer and how that impact the consumers' shopping behaviors, purchasing intent, and how it really influence the product satisfaction. So again, individually, each component of this approach is perhaps not unique. However, our ability to put it all together is very powerful. And I'll give you several examples later on. So over the years, we have conducted several deep consumer insights on food and beverage product packaging in both the developed market and emerging market like China. In one proprietary study, we call it Packaging Matters. We seek to understand the consumer's satisfaction with packaging, and we found there's differences from categories to categories and from region to regions. So we were able to identify the opportunity area where packaging can really help brand owner to improve the product satisfaction through the packaging, particularly in countries like China. In another study, we call it consumer ethnographic research. We gain insights into consumer experience with packaged food and beverages within the stores, on the way home, and follow them to home and storing it, using it, and then disposing of it. So we really study the whole packaging life cycle. Again, the insight will help us understand the consumer's pain point and unmet need, so we can focus our packaging innovation to solve the consumer's problem. Now I'd like to share just a few of those insights that has helped us to shape our packaging strategy to address some of the food safety and quality issues that we are all facing here today in China. Well, last year we conducted research to analyze over about 1,000 food safety incidents reported in recent years. Our goal is to understand the root problems and what packaging can help to address some of those problems. Well, there's no surprise that the majority of the food safety incidents reported are really related to food processing, that packaging cannot help much. However, there's about 31% of the food safety issue that has the potential to be addressed by packaging. Issues like counterfeiting, fake or poor quality food, unsafe packaging materials, tampering, contaminated food, spoiled food, and expired food, etc., etc. So just take a contaminated food as an example. You know and I know there's so many places across the whole food supply chain that the food can get contaminated if the packaging is not designed right. So in distribution, during transportation, in storage, during even at home. So the globalization, I think someone mentioned earlier, the globalization and the modern processing technology really have that make supply chain even longer, across the border, across time. So that really put a lot of demand, more demand on packaging in protecting and preserving the food quality and safety along this whole long and rigorous journey. So unfortunately, I have seen too often that the packaging quality didn't receive the proper attention that it really deserved. And its impact on consumers' perception of your product quality and the confidence in your brand is not fully recognized. In another study, we found in our research, the 75% of the consumer will not buy damaged packaged food. Well, because they are concerned about the potential risk of product inside that may get be affected. So what they do, they will simply push it away and then look for the next packaged product that has no sign of tampering or damage. The consequence is obvious that you have to deal with the economics of unsalables. To underscore this point, damaged packaging will cause 36% of consumers to switch brand. And if the packaging is not designed to withstand the rigor of this long supply chain, result in some level of damage that lead to food contamination. One single reported food incident, just one single reported incident will cause even more consumers to switch brand. So in another separate independent research on Chinese consumer attitude towards food safety, about 1/3 of the consumer are panic-stricken, who are always on a high alert when it comes to food safety, and they look for brand to offer that food advice and food safety. So here is your opportunity to build your brand that are truly trusted by your consumer for food safety and quality. That could have a long-term impact on growing your top lines. And the cost to cut corners when it comes to packaging quality could cost you more if you only focus on the cost. The good news is our research found that 83% of the consumers are willing to pay more for safer food. That's a very significant 83%. A good example, I think also mentioned earlier, is the baby formula. So the food safety scandal 6 years ago still have a very long-lasting impact on the consumer confidence in domestic product. And the level of distrust motivate parents to continue buying imported brand and pay a premium. So here, their food safety concern override the price consideration. And I'm sure you all have your own stories of the extent you will personally go to when it comes to safer food. So let's briefly recap where we are. So packaging play a very important role when it comes to food safety and has the potential to address some of the food safety issues. And packaging must handle the intense rigor of the food supply chain journey to protect and preserve the quality and safety. And the consumers will pay a premium for safer food. So to help our brand owners to design your packaging strategy when it comes to the next food and beverage innovation, we created this framework. So from a packaging perspective, the success in delivering your branded promise depending on the execution and integration of all three elements. So the first is the material safety. Is it suitable for the intended use? Is it going to be used for in the freezer or used in microwave for heating? Or is it going to contain hot coffee or oil product and so on? So the material has to be safe for the intended use. Second, does the packaging provide this is a sufficient protection and preservation for the quality of the product inside for a very extended long period of time. And third, that the packaging help enhance the brand and project an image of safe and quality product. So a successful packaging design has to deliver on all three areas. It's like a puzzle. Each puzzle is very important, and all has to fit together to deliver that final aha moment. So I'll have a few examples to illustrate each point here. First, let's talk about food material safety. So look at this boy. As a father myself, I want to make sure the cup my son is drinking from is safe. So the cup material, both inside and out, is it suitable for direct food contact? So because of the recent food scare in China, such as the plasticizer incident a few years ago, that has raised the awareness of potential risk of packaging contamination. So to reduce that risk, there are major changes in the food safety laws that included the regulation on food-related product, including packaging. And all the standard has been being revised to set higher standard to reduce that risk. So as a global packaging suppliers, MWV supply 100% virgin fiber-based cup stock. And so we are a major suppliers to this market. And that's compliant with global food safety regulation. And we have a long track record to provide safe materials. As a brand owner and manufacturer, you need to make sure your packaging partner are not only meeting the safety regulatory compliant, but going beyond to ensure that it will protect your product through that long, rigorous supply chain and without the potential contamination. The second element focuses on the packaging's ability to protect and preserve the quality of the product inside. So when consumers open the package, they expect a fresh and high-quality product. So this picture shows a very successful packaging in the liquid packaging world that not only protect the product safety, but also preserve the freshness and taste over an extended shelf life. Special packaging materials and the aseptic packaging design are the key for the success of preserving the quality for long, complex supply chain over time, in this case. And MWV has been a key packaging material suppliers to this market. And we have partnered with some of the best brands, and some of you sitting here, to gain consumer confidence in the safety and quality of the product through packaging. Here's another packaging innovation that we recently launched. That's the Evertame barrier paperboard container. And this is a recent MWV innovation that's developed based on our consumer insight that the consumer are demanding freshness and convenience for snack packaging. Now the packaging this packaging uses the innovative, it's a food safe, high barrier packaging material and the converting technology to create an airtight container that can keep the oxygen and moisture out and lock the flavor and freshness in over an extended period of time. It's also designed to drive shelf appeal to help build the brand. So that leads to a third element. That's the packaging's ability to help the brand build the loyalty and project an image of safe and quality. So some of you know this, that your brand has less than 7 seconds to engage the shopper in the aisle in the store. This is commonly known as the first moment of truth. So the shopper has to readily identify your package as quality, and safe. So the best way to do is through a graphics, a differentiated design, or innovation. So it could be the dispensing closures on this juice carton. It could be a proprietary blow-molded ready meal tray here. Or it could be a well-designed multi-pack packaging for specifically designed for your brand. So all these patent-protected packaging innovation could make the low-cost copycat or counterfeiters harder to duplicate. So most of the time, the imitation normally will not be able to deliver, and your brand could suffer. So you really want to make sure you have the patent-protected, the well-designed packaging to help protect your brand. Also, there's some advanced packaging technologies that we've been working on that could help you, like smart packaging, anti-counterfeiting, tamper-evident. Someone talked about track and trace technology and so on. So all these are available to help fight the counterfeiting and lower cost copycat. Consumers really want to make sure they're buying a product that's the real thing and not the imitation. So packaging really have a huge role here on the consumer as a communication tool. So it helps the consumer to determine the authenticity of your brand and give the consumer that confidence and security when it comes to safety and quality. So overall, the packaging play a very integral role in protecting your brand image and then build that loyalty among the consumers. So this is my last slide. Just to conclude, well, food safety and quality is a very complex issue. And there's no one magic bullet that can solve all the concerns by the consumer. However, we do believe packaging matters when it comes to protecting the product quality and safety, and then day in and day out. And packaging is a key component to protect and preserve your product through this long and rigorous supply chain journey from the farms to the table and to the tips of the tongue. And packaging should be a key component in your brand strategy. So when choosing your packaging partners, you want to make sure that your partner has the expertise in material safeties, in packaging solution innovation, and then also have the deep insight and the role packaging plays in enhancing the brand image and loyalty. And we can help you to build your brand that are truly trusted by the food safety, truly trusted by consumer for food safety and quality. So with that, thank you for your attention. This picture shows our company's headquarters located in Richmond, Virginia, and that's my home. So next time you are come visit in the U.S., you are welcome to come visit us, or you can visit us. We have a Asia Pacific headquarters in Shanghai. So with that, I'll be glad to answer any questions.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your inspiring presentation. Please stay here. What he said is really important. We ask a lot to packaging. Packaging has different roles. The first one is to provide nutritional information to consumer, to be easy to handle, to support brand identity. A bottle with this shape should ring a bell. That means, and he has a lot of but the most important for packaging is, as you said, is to protect product integrity and product quality. That means we ask a lot now, and due to the global trade, the packaging can fly all around the world. In terms of the shelf life, is getting longer and longer. That means the packaging can play a role at the beginning, but the same at the end of the shelf life. So we ask a lot, and thank you for your expertise, because thanks to your expertise, knowledge, we can ensure our brand identity, but as well the value that we promise to the consumer.